That's my little Margie. I've been both mother and father to her since she was born. She's grown up now, and you think my job is all done, eh? Well, that's what you think. When she was little, I could spank her and make her mind me. I had control over her. I made her eat her spinach, no candy before meals. And when she disobeyed, I took her roller skates away for a week. But what can you do when a girl reaches this age? She's completely out of hand. I've got a problem, believe me. I've got a problem.
That's my father. I've raised him from childhood. That is, my childhood. He's nearly 50 now, and you'd think he'd settle down, wouldn't you? Well, that's what you think. Today, he looks better in shorts on a tennis court than fellas 25. Girls wink at him, and what's worse, he winks back at them. I want a nice, old, comfortable father. I try to look after him, but he just won't settle down. I've got a problem, believe me, I've got a problem.
Every time you lose a job, you give my father new fuel.
Now, wait a minute. My losing my job today wasn't all my fault. I saw a man on the street demonstrating these, and, well, I wasn't the only one. There were a lot of other fellas standing around, and, well, I guess I got back a little late from lunch.
You lost your job because of that?
It fascinates me.
Freddie, doesn't a job mean more to you than a thing like this?
Believe me, Margie, I did everything in my power to keep from losing my job. As a matter of fact, my boss wasn't near as upset over my being late as he was about the time clock.
What about the time clock?
I broke off one of the hands trying to set it back.
Oh, maybe my father's right. Maybe you won't amount to anything.
Margie, I give you my word I'll have another job within a week.
And how long will you keep it?
I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if it's worth canceling out my unemployment insurance.
Dad will be home any minute, and I don't want to go through another session with him on one of your job-losing nights.
Hi, honey.
Oh, Dad! I was so absorbed in this magazine, I didn't hear you come in.
Don't ever become an investment counselor. Hi, Marlene.
What you need is a little kiss on the cheek.
What have you got there?
Maybe my watch needs oiling. Cute, isn't it?
Now, what in the world would you be doing with a thing like this? Oh.
Oh, what?
I can think of only one person who'd belong to this. Freddie, wherever you're hiding, come on out.
Come on out, the jig's up.
Hi, Mr. Albright. Nice night for walking, isn't it? I think I'll go out and walk.
Come here. What were you doing hiding behind that door?
Well, it was the closest thing I could find to hide behind. Oh, come on, Mr. Albright, give me a chance. I'll have another job in no time.
You bonehead! He didn't know about it.
So you couldn't even hold a job in a pickle factory.
Well, I didn't lose very much. They weren't very good pickles. They looked like little green weenies with goose pimples.
Go on home.
Now, Dad, you can't talk to him like that.
Margie, this is no time for legal technicalities. I'll be glad to go home. Would you like to keep it?
Honey, I hate to do this, but I'm doing it for your own good. I forbid you to see Freddie again until he's held a job for 3 consecutive months.
Make it 1 month.
3.
2.
3. I'll bet he can't even find a job, and there are people like my new client, Peterson, who are just crying for men.
Peterson?
Yes, Harvey Peterson, of Peterson Jet Engines. They're expanding and can't find enough help. Oh, honey, I hate to keep throwing Freddie out the way I do. Well, that is, I don't exactly hate to, but I know how it upsets you. Can't you see my point?
I think Freddie will surprise you. I think he's going to have a job sooner than even he imagines. Good night, Dad.
I'd rather have you as a son-in-law.
We have a very nice opening in accounting, Mr. Wilson. With your experience, I hate to send you out into the shop, but...
Why would you have to send me out in the shop?
Mr. Peterson has definite feelings about his employees. He considers accountants as junior executives.
Well, that's for me.
But you didn't let me finish with Mr. Peterson's feelings.
Sorry.
Mr. Peterson insists that anyone working for him in an executive capacity must be married. He feels they're more dependable, that sort of thing.
May I see that application?
Why, of course.
Darling, how could you make such a mistake? My husband does the silliest things.
Husband?
Oh, I know. Subconsciously, you must have been thinking of that overseas job you applied for yesterday. They were only taking single men.
Oh, I see.
Would you correct it, please?
Of course. Married. I'm not surprised. You have that tired look.
Margaret Albright, huh?
Margaret Albright Wilson.
Oh. Back in a second.
You're absolutely right, Mr. Peterson.
I'll tell you what, Albright. I'm going to show you one of the real secrets of our success. The way we select only dependable married people for our executive positions. Get me the personnel desk.
Yes? Yes, Mr. Peterson. As a matter of fact, there's a young man here right now, and his wife is with him. Certainly, sir. Right away. Mr. Wilson, would you mind coming with me?
Well, I'll be right back.
Oh, your wife, too, please, Mr. Wilson. Mr. Peterson wants someone to see you.
Yes, Albright. You're going to see for yourself just one of the little ways I've made this business what it is today.
Get me outside.
Huh?
I need air.
Pardon me, Albright. Just a minute. What's wrong?
The young lady fainted, Mr. Peterson.
Oh, that's too bad.
All she needs is some air.
Feeling better, young lady?
It's nothing. I'll be all right, thank you.
Yeah, she'll be all right, but under the circumstances, I think I'd better get her home.
Will this be your first?
Hey? Yes, sir. This will be my son. Please, dear, get me home.
Yes, dear.
If there's anything more dependable than a married man, it's an expectant father.
Were you looking for me?
Are you Miss Roberta Townsend?
Yes, what is it?
Just a reference check. Do you know Frederick Wilson? What's he done?
A reference check about what?
A job at Peterson Jet. Peterson Jet? I had to open my mouth in front of my daughter. This could be the beginning of the end of my new account. I don't understand, sir.
Please, Vern. Yes, I can recommend Mr. Wilson very highly.
All right. Do you know Mrs. Wilson?
Mrs. Wilson?
Mm-hmm. Margaret Albright Wilson.
Yes, I know her quite well. Fine girl.
All right. Thank you very much. I don't believe it.
Well, Vern, Margie does some strange things.
Oh, it couldn't be possible. Reverse the situation. Take us. Supposing we were married, could we expect to keep it a secret from Margie?
Miss Daisy, Miss Barbara, Miss
Tell me, Roberta, you don't believe it, do you?
Vern, I don't know what to believe.
Well, I know one way to make sure.
Hello?
This is the Central Trust Bank. Do you have an employee there by the name of Wilson, Frederick Wilson?
Wilson? Oh, of course. I won't even have to look that one up for you, sir. I remember distinctly because Mrs. Wilson fainted this morning. Oh, it was quite a thing. Mr. Peterson and I weren't a bit surprised when we learned that she is expecting.
She's expecting?
Yes, their first.
Thank you. Water. I need water. Margie's gonna have a drink. I mean a baby. Give me a baby. I mean a water. I mean a drink.
A baby. Isn't that wonderful? You'll have to forgive me, Vern, but this is the way women act at a time like this. Oh, Vern, I just thought of the funniest thing. You're going to be a grandfather.
Well, that's life, I guess. Oh, you wait till I get my hands on that Freddie Wilson, the little sneak marrying my daughter behind my back.
Now, wait a minute, Vern. The way you've always treated him, what else could he do?
Well, he could have come and asked me like a man.
And get thrown out on his ear? Don't you see, Vern? They were afraid to tell you.
Oh, yeah. What a heel I've been. Now I understand that little toy man they had yesterday. For their baby. Oh, they were treating Freddie to the point where they didn't even dare to come and tell me they were married. And now my little girl is going to have a baby and afraid to come and tell her own father. Maybe I can still make it up to them. Maybe it's not too late.
Of course you can, Vern.
I'll make up for everything I've ever said or done to Freddie. And when they're convinced I approve of him, they'll come and tell me all about it themselves.
Oh, that's wonderful, Vern. You couldn't deny Margie the thrill of telling you herself.
I'll pretend that nothing's happened, that I don't know anything about it.
Vern?
Yes?
I just thought of something. You know, we're going to want to go out together at times. Are there any babysitters in the building?
Don't you ever let me catch you moving furniture again.
Why not?
Well, I have my reasons. Can I get you anything? Can I get you some water or something?
No.
Then you sit down and rest while I get dinner.
You're going to get dinner?
Yes, And I just thought of something. Why don't we call up Freddie and invite him to come over and eat with us?
Last night you said he had to keep a job for 3 months.
Well, honey, I gave the order and I can break it if I want to. Now you call up Freddie while I start the potatoes. And did I make us a nice little family-type dinner, or didn't I?
Oh, it was swell, Dad.
Real good, Mr. Albright. And Freddie, from now on, I want you to call me just plain Vern.
Me? You want me to call you Vern?
Right. And I have another little surprise for you. I want you to quit your job.
Quit?
Report to my office tomorrow morning, the very first thing.
Your office?
Yes, I've needed a new assistant for quite some time. Freddie, you're my boy. I've got the dash now. I'm taking Roberta to the show. And Freddie, I want you to make yourself right at home. And sweetie, I'm going to get you a maid just as soon as I can find one. Freddie, keep her off her feet as much as possible. Good night, kids.
I'm getting out of here. It's a trap. He's going to kill me. Maybe he already has. Maybe he poisoned my dinner.
Oh, don't be silly. He's got something up his sleeve, all right, but I can tell when he's sincere. He's really trying to be nice to you.
Yeah, he's being so nice, he'll probably come to my wake and say kind things over me.
He's been awfully nice to me, too. Whatever it is, it must be big. I know how we can find out.
How?
Mrs. Odette's girl, Walter Winchell.
Oh, I do like to have young people drop in to visit with me.
What's new?
Not much, my dear. When you reach my age, you don't get to go out too often. I don't as much as get to the skating rink, except when my brother comes down from Albany.
What's new around the apartment? Any new gossip? Not that you're one to gossip, Mrs. Odette.
I should say not. It's like I was saying to the janitor just this morning. People talk too much. You know he broke with his wife again? Yes. But it's no business of mine. So the story will go with me to the grave. That's what I told Miss Bennet. I said, The janitor breaking with his wife is no concern of mine. And I told the same to Miss Hartman.
Well, what about on our floor? Anything interesting up here?
On our floor. Oh, Margie, I don't think I should inform on your father.
My father. You do know something.
Oh, Margie, please don't ask me. After all, if you do it every day, there's nothing wrong with it.
Well, what has he done?
Goodness, now you're worried. And I have to tell you to ease your mind. Your father and Roberta are secretly married.
Now, sir, which shall it be, blue or pink?
Oh, I don't care.
Well, sir, there is a difference, you know. Pink is for a girl and blue is for a boy. Which is it?
Well, I don't know.
Sir, we all know the difference between boys and girls.
Roger. He's going to be the grandfather.
Oh, I see. Now, sir, tell me this. Which do you want, a boy or a girl?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I'd sort of like to have a grandson.
Fine. Now we can make our selection of color. You want a boy. Blue is for a boy, so we'll give you pink because you never get what you want. Anything else, sir?
No, just that, and all those things are there.
But this thing's gone even further than we dreamed.
What is it?
What's happened?
It's happening right now. Come, take a look.
Boy, they're really married.
Now I understand it. My father didn't want me to know about this. He planned to stick by me until I was in a home of my own, but with a baby coming, well, you can't keep things like that secret.
I get it. That's why he was being so nice to me. He wants us to get married.
Exactly.
Margie, will you marry me?
No.
Well, that's what I call fast unproposing.
Freddie, I can't leave Dad now. I'll have to stand by him and help Roberta. And I'm going to start by surprising him. I'll need a little time.
Oh, thanks, honey. Thanks for everything.
It was fun. I loved every minute of it.
Hello.
Dad, would you do me a favor? Well, I'd like you to pick Roberta up at her office at closing time. And when you come in, both come directly to our apartment. I want her to see my new hat.
All right, baby. Anything you say. Bye. Roberta is worked, and she wants you in on it, too. She wants to tell us both the big news.
Oh, Vern, that's wonderful.
Come on. Oh, Margie!
Hi, Dad. Roberta.
Hello, Margie.
Hi, Margie. Where's the new hat that you were going to show Roberta?
Oh, that. Well, Dad, Roberta, that really wasn't why I asked the two of you here.
It wasn't?
Then what is it, Margie?
I don't know where to start.
Oh, take your time, honey.
Well, there comes a time in a girl's life when she has to stop thinking of just herself and start thinking about others. And, well, it's a big proposition after so many years of being the only person in your father's life to suddenly have a newcomer in the family circle.
Oh, honey, I guarantee you, the newcomer will never take away one bit of my affection for you.
Oh, but, Dad, I want it the other way. I'd be selfish if I didn't. I just want you to save a tiny bit of affection for me. Oh, Bert, I'm so happy.
I'm very happy about it, too, darling.
It's so wonderful. I want to show you something. Are you surprised?
This looks like my furniture.
It is your furniture.
Well, what's the idea?
Well, Roberta's place is big enough for me. I'm moving over there. Oh, you'll love it here. I have something else to show you.
What the world's wrong with her?
When a girl's in Margie's condition, you don't question what they do.
But Kate...
Before I was born, my mother wanted chopped goose liver sandwiches and champagne in bed. So I think if Margie wants a small apartment, she ought to have a small apartment.
I think this will really make you happy. Is everything ready? Isn't it swell?
Margie, you're going to live over in my place, and the nursery's going to be over here?
Well, now, Roberta, I'll babysit for you occasionally, but you'll have to take care of the little darling most of the time. Well, where's the cake? Where's the cake?
The man just called. He'll be here in a second. I'll bring it right up.
Well, hurry, hurry.
Well, Vern, how long will it be before we start hearing this?
Well, I'm hardly the one to ask about that.
Well, Freddie, Vern only found out about it today.
Well, I don't see how a girl could keep a thing like that a secret from her husband.
But, honey, you certainly did a swell job of keeping it from Freddie.
Well, I couldn't have told him before. I just found out about it today myself.
That's right.
When did you first find out about it, dear?
Oh, I only found out about it today, too.
But, Margie, you must have known about it yesterday. You did faint yesterday, didn't you?
Faint? Yesterday? You know about that?
Yes, that's how we found out that you and Freddie were married from the Peterson office. And about the baby, too.
Well, now, Dad, let's take this one step at a time. Item 1. Freddie and I are not married.
No, we just said we were so I could get the job.
You're not married, but... Well, what about all this?
Well, this is for Roberta's baby.
Roberta? Gotta hear about.
Roberta, you're not married to Dad?
No, and he's not married to me.
Oh, what have we done?
Would anybody mind if I stand by the door? Vern, take it easy, Vern. A mistake's a mistake.
You nitwit, you muddle brain.
Vern, you mean my vacation's over?
You're fired and the name is Mr. Albright.
Dad, I'm going to turn over a new leaf. From now on, I'm going to keep out of trouble.
I must be losing my hearing. I could have sworn you said you were going to keep out of trouble.
I did. Don't you think I can?
Frankly, no. Well, that's my little Margie.